hit the DB's arm. That's how badly the ball was thrown. So you can't sit here and say it's a pass interference call when actually it's a bang. It happens at the same time. It's he runs into him and also he bats it down at the same time. I think the refs made the right call on this one, and that's how I see it.
I disagree. I vehemently disagree.
Because you're a receiver.
No. But here's the thing. But Crow, as a receiver, the receivers are taught if the ball is underthrown to play back through you, let you run over them, and they get the call. Even though Winfield does not put his hands, he bodies him, I believe, before the ball gets there. And I look at it like this. If this is in the first quarter, they're going to throw a flag. If you throw a flag in the first quarter, the time of the game, the moment should not determine whether a flag is thrown or not. Is it a foul? I believe it is a foul because Winfield Jr. bodies him before the ball actually hits his hand. And even though the ball hits his hands, you're not making a play on the ball. You're playing through the receiver because you didn't even see the ball coming.
Yeah, look, Shannon, this is what I'm saying now. Look, he got his head around. You can see he's getting his head around. So you can't sit here and say, oh, he's seeing it. You can't sit there. The DB has a right to the ball also. So we can't sit here and say it's pass interference. It's going to be a bang-bang play. That's just like if he would have picked the ball up, they're going to throw pass interference because he banged into him?
No.
No, they're not, because it's a bang-bang play, but he gets his head around enough to stick his arm out, and that's all you need as a DB. You just need to show that you have your head around no matter how you look at it. It's just a bang-bang play. You cannot call this no matter what.
I disagree. We're gonna disagree with them, Crow.
Shannon Sharpe,
yes.
You are disagreeing with one of the shrewdest operators at cornerback this league has ever seen. Antonio Cromartie was a great player at that position. He knows how you should referee that position, and he's exactly right. It was bang, bang. It was simultaneous arrival. And Winfield is getting his head around and actually is able to bat the ball down with the backside of his arm.
Hey, Crow, can I ask you this? Skip, not to cut you off. Have you gotten called for less PIs than what they didn't call last night?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I have. But you can't let, like I said, I feel like this. You cannot let the call dictate how the game is supposed to go.
Right.
If Daniel Jones throw the ball where it's supposed to be, that's to the pylon, it's a touchdown. He threw the ball 3 yards behind. So the DB still has a right because he's going towards the receiver. He's not trying to block him from anything. He's still getting his head around, sticking his arm out and doing everything else. But it's like they have to understand that is a bang, bang, bang play. They're not going to call that in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so the official statement from the head referee, Brad Rogers, he said the side judge had the flag thrown and came to the down judge who was on that side of the goal line and obviously had a better angle on the play. And the communication, says the head referee, between the side judge and the down judge was that the defender contacted the receiver simultaneously as the ball came in. And in order to be PI, it has to be clearly early and hinder the receiver's ability to make the catch. None of that happened. It was bang, bang. The receiver had as much shot at the ball as the defender did. And again, the receiver is actually creating the contact by coming back for the football.
So I guess, so what was all the big hubbub about the New Orleans Saints and the Rams? That was bang, bang,
was
bang.
that not clearly?
No,
No, it wasn't bang, bang, bang. It was, no, wait, it was just bang. It was one bang.
Hey, Crow, I got a steal shot. Let me. I hope you can see this in the monitor, because I have my crack research and my producers pull this steal shot. Tell me what you see right here. The ball's on its way. Tell me what you see, Crow.
The ball's on its way.
Okay. So where's Winfield?
Shannon, but my thing is this. What does a receiver taught to do?
Play through it.
What he should have went more further into him. He didn't. He just turned around and put his hand around him. The defender is still running.
And he ran it.
He's not stopping this progress from catching.
And he inhibited my ability to catch the football because I turned into him. That's a PI. Now, we watch Sunday. There'll probably be one Thursday night. There's a game Thursday night. The Packers and the 49ers play. I guarantee you we'll see very similar calls at least on 5 occasions between Thursday and Sunday's game. That very same play get called PI.
Guarantee we won't, because it's going to be more of the receiver jumping into the receiver, because most of the balls that Aaron Rodgers never want to throw are back shoulder throws. So what does a receiver do? He jumps back into the receiver. Jumps back into
just like
the
Deion Lewis.
No. Deion Lewis did not jump back into him.
No, he tried to play back. He tried to play through it.
But the DB has a right to the ball also.
Not through me, though.
The man in the back.
He can't come through me. He can't come through me to make a play on the ball.
Through you.
Yeah, yes, he did.
You tried. But so the receiver got a right to come through me, but I don't have the right to go through him when I'm trying to defend the ball.
I do. That's how the rules are written. Yes.
Oh, you know what?
It ain't right, but that's the way the rules are written.
Right there.
So I appreciate that still shot, Shannon. That was great research on your part because it validates my premise. Winfield had beaten him to the spot of the football. He is coming to a halt. He does not put his hands on the receiver. He just simply reaches out and hits the ball with the back of his arm. It was not a good defensive play. It was a great play because he forces the receiver to fight back through him for the football. He beat him to the spot. It was a great pickup by an officiating crew that had the presence of mind to say, guys, we got to get this one right. And I think the guy who threw the flag had the worst angle on it.
Like you tell me all the time, that's what happens when the quarterback is Daniel Jones. If Tom Brady throws that play to Gronk, if Tom Brady throws that play to Mike Evans, what's being called? Because Mike Evans got 2 of those very same calls last night. Am I correct, Crow? So if Tom Brady throws that pass, they call him PI. But that's Daniel Jones. I'm glad you brought that up.
But my thing is this. You're saying Tom Brady get those calls, but what did Mike Evans do better than Deion Jones? He went into the receiver.
The second when the receiver was in front of him.
The DB shouldn't have been holding him in the first place. That's why he wouldn't have never got that call. Bradbury should have been holding him in the first place.
But Skip said Bradbury is the best corner in the league. That was Skip.
Well, that's what Pro Football Focus grades him as the best.
Football Focus be lying too.
They definitely lied on this one.
All right, so Crow, speaking of Tom Brady, how did you think he played overall last night?
Average.
Oh, thank you.
Average?
Thank you.
Well, wait, average for a GOAT, right?
Yeah. Here we go. Is it average for the GOAT? I felt like he played average. And the reason I said that because there was opportunities that he had that he didn't make those throws in that you usually see him make. I just think, he's still trying to get used to everybody that's still around in that system. And I don't see him I didn't see a great game last night. I saw a guy that was managing the game the right way and took what the defense gave him. From that standpoint, but I mean, he made a heck of a throw to Mike Evans in the back of the end zone. So I mean, you see the spurts of him showing greatness, but at the end of the day, it was an average game for him last night.
Thank you.
Was that just yet another average game-winning drive in a fourth quarter, which was, by the way, his 60th, which is easily the all-time NFL record? Because
so we calling this a comeback because you're playing against the Giants?
Well,
thank you.
You know what? The Giants are much better than you or Shannon are giving them credit for on defense.
Defensively, they are. Offense, they are boo-boo. They are trash.
And when you look, but here's the thing.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Time out. You can say what you want about Daniel Jones, but when you got Slayton and Shepard and Golden Tate and Evan Ingram, is that trash?
No.
Seriously.
You gotta get him
who's pulling the trigger? Who's firing? That's the problem, Skip. As we said, this should have never been a PI call. Daniel Jones, you can't hitch that throw,
that's
Skip.
fine. I got that. You were right.
But
you were right about
Skip,
that.
But you see all the missed throws on the double move. They were double moving them all night, Crow, and had them wide open.
Man, listen, it was one he missed Slade on the backside, the one he threw the interception on, I believe.
But
he didn't miss him. He didn't see him. That's what you're saying.
Slade didn't even run a double move. The DB just squatted. He just wide open.
But Crow, when you do a double move, normally the quarterback starts on the side that the double move is to and work the way to the other side. If he's playing off like, I can't double move him, let me work the backside. They double move at the top, and he doesn't even look that way.
That's because he's still a young quarterback. And what happens when you put pressure on a young quarterback? What do they look at? They look at the rush. The eyes are not down the field. The eyes is what's in front of them, and that's all they see until they get outside the pocket.
And he's a turnover machine. You talking about my guy walking to him.
Well, wait a second. Walking to him is still...
Let's talk.
He's still 3 ahead of him. Walking to him, as in give it to him wins.
And just imagine if walking to him had Slayton, had Shepard, had the whole Golden Tate, had him the whole season. Look what he's throwing to, and he's still making it happen. And he hit that defense up for 359. That's what my old walking to him did. Tom Brady got 270?
With a QBR of 82.
Well, my guy have a QBR. My guy rushed for a touchdown also. But I thought the Giants did a good job of giving you a blueprint. I would play Tom Brady. Now, I don't know how you guys played him at the Jets and how if you played him in San Diego when you was with the Chargers, Crow. But I would play cover 5. I would play 22 man because I'm not worried about him going anywhere. He ain't going nowhere.
100%.
So I'm gonna make him make those. I'm gonna tell him jump inside, jump in the hip pocket. You got protection over the top, and anything they break out, you better pick it.
But you got to think about it. You play Tom Brady versus 2 man. The only thing you're going to do is take the mismatch. So if you got a linebacker on Gronk or anybody, what's going to happen? Well, he's going to beat him.
Well, so
now you got the middle of the field wide open.
I'm going to take, you know what?
You're going too deep, so middle of the field wide open. I'm going to throw the ball in the middle of the field anyway.
That's what you're going to have. Your front four going to have to hold up against the run because I'm going to play dime defense against them.
You play dime. You got a bigger body. That's the thing that was always confusing going against with Gronk or anybody else. You can't put a corner on them.
No, if you're wasting the corner because you got Mike Evans, you have Godwin, you have AB. You know, you can't put your corner on. The problem that you're going to run into is that your third or fourth corner is going to be going against Godwin, AB, or Mike Evans.
Godwin has missed 4 out of 8 games.
But he's going to come. He's going to come back.
He's going to come back though.
But your fourth, I mean, think about it. Your fourth corner, your third or fourth corner is going to have to guard a guy that's going to multiple Pro Bowls.
That is correct. So, Crow, the average Tom Brady last night, would you believe he threw the most targets? He threw 8 balls.